2022 Australian Visa Changes. Part 2. Today's video update is the second part of our two-part series, discussing the latest Australian visa changes of 2022. We highly suggest you to watch the full video till the end, so you don't miss any important changes that is going to affect you this year. Without further ado, let's look at permanent residency for skilled migrants in health and hospitality. In November, the government declared essential visa changes to retain highly skilled migrants in vital sectors as a part of its economic recovery. Under the transformations, certain migrants who have decided to stay and work in Australia during the pandemic will be qualified for permanent residency. The changes might aid existing temporary skill shortage, subclass 482 visa holders in the short-term stream, who were formerly limited to a 2-year stay without a similar pathway. Visa holders of the now discontinued temporary work skilled visa, who no more fulfill the age requirement, might also benefit. Immigration Minister Alex Hawke stated earlier that this is a special concession acknowledging highly skilled migrant workers who decided to stay in Australia during the pandemic, while addressing Australia's acute shortages. This action permits them to stay in Australia with a pathway to citizenship. Mr. Hawke further added that about 20,000 visa holders might profit from the changes, with the largest group employed in the health and hospitality industries. Mr. Watt stated that the modifications would create a huge difference for those living and working in main cities in certain hospitality jobs and attempted to gain permanent residency. He added that he always had many cooks and restaurant managers who arrived to work for a restaurant or businesses in Sydney, Melbourne, and Brisbane, and genuinely contributed. The department spokesperson expressed that the changes declared on the 25th of November 2021 would be implemented progressively from December 2021 to the 1st of July 2022. Now let's take a brief look into the skilled migrants' permanent residency in the regions. The Managing Director of the Australian Immigration Agency, Ruby Fowler, stated that temporary migrants stranded overseas have been the hardest hit due to the pandemic. However, she said that visa holders in Australia are in a good position. She emphasised new permanent residency pathways, including the skilled regional subclass 191 visa. This particular visa is for people living, working, and studying in a designated regional area on a previous, eligible visa. She mentioned that it's a pathway, and that individuals have to be on a 494 visa for 3 years, and then apply for the 191. According to the department, the visa would not start until the 16th of November 2022. Change in skilled migration visas, Section 48 is removed. Skilled migrants in Australia are also temporarily allowed to apply from within the country for 3 skilled migration visa subclasses, after a change to Section 48 of the Migration Act. Section 48 concerns applicants who have received a visa refusal or cancellation since their last entry into Australia. On the 13th of November, Mr. Hawke consented to incorporate certain visa subclasses to the exempted visa list temporarily. These visas include 491, 494, and 190. Mr. Watt stated that there are massive subsets of people in Australia holding bridging visas and waiting for a migration hearing, which could take 5 years. He added that these individuals are now being invited to submit applications in Australia for permanent residence and provisional visas to allow them to apply for permanent residency eventually. Mr. Watt added that it's a great opening and that it would be a large pool of individuals who earlier weren't capable of applying. The department spokesperson expressed that the amendment only applies amidst the present COVID-19 emergency. The spokesperson added that the additional subclasses would be removed from the exempt visa list when this pandemic ends. Temporary graduate visas. Let's take a look at the latest visa changes. Temporary graduate visa holders, stranded abroad and unable to fly to Australia because of the pandemic, will also be allowed to apply for a replacement visa. However, there is a wait. In November, the government declared that the adjustment would permit present or former temporary graduate, subclass 485 visa holders, who had visa expiration on or after the 1st of February 2020, to reapply for a new visa of the exact duration from the 1st of July 2022. The 485 visas are presented to newly graduated international students with skills in specific occupations to persist in working in Australia. There will be further changes to temporary graduate visa settings, including increasing the stay period on the 485 visa for masters by coursework graduates from 2 to 3 years and 18 to 24 months for the graduate work stream. Mr. Watt expressed that the range of settlements already declared are complicated, but worth trying since they attempt to deliver justice for these individuals. The government declared these modifications would be implemented progressively from the 1st of December 2021 to the 1st of July 2022, with additional facts anticipated on the department's website. Applications for the replacement visa can be submitted from the 1st of July 2022. Ms. Fowder urged individuals to pursue professional migration advice, as information constantly changes, and more changes are expected in the new year. We have reached the end of the two-part series of Australian Visa Changes 2022. If you found this video update helpful, like, share and subscribe to our channel for the latest immigration updates.